I didn't realize how much my cravings were running my life until I started to go full carnivore. I've been going back and forth on this, committing to this diet. I actually tried it for a few weeks and it was the best that I ever felt. But why did I stop? Because of bread, mac and cheese, and French toast. But now I started to join this 90-day carnivore diet challenge, and it's about accountability, having a community to do it with, just so that they can encourage you to not give in to your emotions. So I've been reading stories about people getting healed from serious issues. What I'm realizing is that the battle isn't about the food on your plate, it's about your mind. I'm gonna share this experience with you guys for the next 90 days. I'm excited to see what will happen to my body and how I would feel at the end of this journey. So tag along and stay tuned. You know, they say temptation always shows up when you're at your strongest, or temptation always shows up when you're starting something new. So y'all, another day, another dollar. There's this old story about a guy named Odysseus. He told his men to tie him to the mast of a ship because he knew when the sirens started singing, he'd be tempted to crash everything just to chase that sound. That's how I feel on this day one of carnivore. These sirens aren't mythical women. Instead, they're peach cobbler, they're French fries, they're burgers with the bun. And what do you know, temptation started yesterday when I got a coupon for a smoothie restaurant. And mind you, it was buy one, get one free. That was a siren call, whispering that I can cheat in the beginning and nobody will know. But here's the truth. I cannot answer that call right now. I can't steer my ship into those rocks, especially not on day one. Not when I made this commitment to you guys. Not when I made this commitment to myself. So yeah, I'll remember this temptation. I won't indulge in it yet. But at the end of 90 days, you will see me post a video with a smoothie in my hand. But today, I've got to let the sirens sing and keep on sailing. Here's a photo of what I ate in the evening yesterday. And here's a photo of what I'm eating for lunch today. I never thought going carnivore would do this to me. What's up, y'all? Another day, another dollar. Carnivore exposes you. It reveals that you might be addicted to sugar, addicted to comfort, addicted to feeling good, even when you know it's bad for you. But it doesn't just expose your cravings. It exposes your people pleasing. You know what I mean. It's hard to say no when someone offers you food, because food isn't just about calories. It's someone else's time, energy, their affection, and also their taste that they want to share with you. That's why in some cultures, it's looked down upon when men and women share meals together, because sharing food is intimate. So when you say no to someone else's meal, it almost feels like you're saying, nah, I don't really like you like that. I'll be real. Yesterday I slipped. It was that omelet. The guys in the shop, since we work on the weekends, they decided to cook something. And they knew I'm doing carnivore. But I think some of the older guys, they think I need some vegetables. You know how that is. I've been into that omelet. I tasted something I didn't want to taste, but I decided to finish it. And then when they offered a second one to me because I'm the youngest guy in the crew, I took the second one too. I'd rather be real about this weakness than pretend that I do not have it, which is people pleasing, wanting to make people feel good. So when you're feeling tempted to eat your grandmother's banana pudding that she offered you, just know I'm your brother in the struggle. Regardless, day 2 starts now, and we're just gonna be a little more careful about what we allow in our bodies. There are things that will damage your body without you even realizing it. What's up, y'all? Another day, another dollar. One of those sneaky things is caffeine. Yeah, it gives you energy, but it wrecks your sleep. And it makes you feel like you haven't eaten enough. And yesterday proved it yet again for me. I ate 10 eggs for lunch, then I grabbed some electrolyte packets that I didn't know contained caffeine in them when I bought them. But I told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna put it in my cup anyways. A little caffeine won't hurt. Well, here's the truth. That little bit, it can do a lot of damage. So for a few hours, I felt like a starving hunter with a spear in my hand, just looking for food. And of course, I had terrible sleep. So yeah, caffeine has to go. I have to stop. because sometimes just a little bit is what ruins everything. They told me that depression was from stress, but what if it was just the food on my plate? What's up, y'all? Another day, another dollar. So most of my life, I thought my emotions controlled me. But looking back, it wasn't my friends, it wasn't social media influence, it wasn't TV or video games. It was my food, it was my lack of sleep, and it was skipping exercise. In high school and college, I was everywhere. Clubs, sports, late nights, chasing interests. But two things were always the same. I always felt terrible because of what I ate and how I slept. And throughout my life, it felt like there was a cloud over my head, and I thought it was normal. But now I eat better, I'm eating more clean, and I prioritize sleep. And my mood is more stable. If not, it's chaos. But here's what frustrates me. Why don't they talk about this more in regards to mental health? Instead of just saying cope with stress or putting you on drugs, why don't they just tell you, make sure you're exercising, make sure you're eating right, make sure you're actually sleeping. That's the real foundation. So think about it. Did you snap at your spouse today? Did you lose patience with your children at an unexpected moment? Did you think about fighting one of your coworkers at your job? Maybe it was just stress, or maybe it was your food. Oh yeah, and by the way, here's a quick recap of what I ate yesterday. Trying to get better at showing you guys receipts, but here we go on day 5. Nobody wants to admit this, but perfectionism will steal your joy faster than failure ever will. What's up, y'all? Another day, another dollar. Today's day 5 of my 90-day carnivore journey. Actually, day 5. I accidentally posted yesterday that was day 5, but in reality, that was day 4. Anyways, this reminded me of a story when I was in middle school, and I got a 92 in class, and I was known for making straight A's. When I got my 92, I was freaking out. It's so interesting how once you build your identity around something, you try to do whatever it takes to hold on to it. Then over time, I had to learn, even as I am learning still to this day. Making mistakes is just a part of the journey of being successful. Yeah, that's the thing about perfectionism. It makes you feel like small mistakes are bringing on the end of the world. Another thing I'm gonna share with you guys, here's what I learned as well. If you set your mind to something and you keep going, amidst failure, you will get the results. For example, today marks the end of my 30 days doing 50 pull-ups a day. I just kept showing up even when I was tired, even if I had to split it up during lunch or some other time during the day, but I finished it. Well, that's 1,500 pull-ups in a month. Isn't that crazy? I think I'm kind of crazy just doing that. Like many people say, you have to be a bit delusional going after your goals. Here are a few photos of what I ate for yesterday, which was day 4. Not shown here is that I also ate 8 eggs along with that chicken. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. So I'm not eating any more fried chicken. Let's move on and finish day 5. All right, see y'all later. Don't let one setback destroy your discipline. What's up, y'all? Another day, another dollar. And here's a recap of what I ate yesterday. So we're on this big construction job. No time to head back to the shop. And my lead plumber, he shows up with a large Papa John's pizza. I thought it was just for himself. But he said, no, George, it was for you and the other guy that we're working with. So in that moment, it wasn't about me and my plan. It was about accepting that offer of kindness and also knowing he had a short fuse. I took it like, you know, when LeBron said he was going to South, he was taking his talents to South Beach. And he said, not 1, not 2, not 3. But then before I knew it, you know that once you reintroduce bread into your body, you get instant inflammation. And I don't need to go into detail, but you already know. It's about admitting defeat and then getting right back up. What's up, y'all? Another day, another dollar. So I checked the calendar. I see that if I lock in, still be able to get 90 days before Thanksgiving. I'm gonna eat my grandmother's banana pudding regardless. The truth is, I'm the only person that is in charge of what I consume or what goes into my body. So yesterday we had a company lunch. Only ate the chicken, didn't eat the mac and cheese. I actually took a portion of the mac and cheese and then hid it under a napkin and then just threw it away. And later that night, I celebrated my 50 pull-ups for 30 days by ordering some oysters and some steak. But the only thing is that the steak was chopped up with some rice on top of it. So there was no avoiding the rice. But sometimes things not going your way, it just happens. But stop blaming age for your health. It's not age, it's lies. What's up, y'all? Another day, another dollar. And here's a recap of what I ate yesterday. So I check my analytics and I see that most of my viewers here are older than me. Probably because I'm talking about health and diet or what really makes or breaks your body. You've been told that getting older automatically means that you're gonna be getting slower, been conditioned to just accept decline. Those are lies. I see men and women in their 50s and 60s still thriving, still lifting weights, still being active, still full of life and energy. Granted, a lot of them are on the carnivore diet. They didn't buy the story that age equals weakness. You've been fed bad advice, complicated diets that didn't work, pills that didn't solve the problem, and the idea that decline is inevitable, but it's not. I'm a bit younger than you guys, but I'm preparing now for my future later when I'm your age. And I want you to know it's never too late. Stop blaming your age, get back on track, and get your life back. I want to see everybody thriving, but you must remember, you have to